My name is Leanne and I run a very small company called Taste of Gozo. My purpose with what I do is to rip down the veil or to open the doors into people's private homes, people's private estates, and allow people travelling to our beautiful island to get a look at what it's like behind the scenes, what we really do with our culinary traditions and with our gastronomy, with our food, how we prepare our food and those processes. So as you can see, the ftira is kind of similar to an open face pizza, but it is not a pizza. Traditionally this was a working man's meal. So the food or the ingredients that are used to make the ftira are ingredients that everybody could access. So things like sliced potatoes, sliced onions, capers, olives, tomatoes, things that people could easily have grown in their garden at any time. This is then baked in that wood-fired oven, which gives it an exceptional flavour. One thing I forgot to mention is the sardines. There's no ftira without sardines or anchovies for that umami flavour on top. De Bono Bakery is almost 100 years old. They've been operating for almost 100 years. It's a family-run establishment and we're on to our third or fourth generation baker. This is one of the last remaining bakeries in this form on the island, still making bread the traditional way and the hard-working way, which is using the limestone oven that is wood-fired. Jbaina is synonymous with the island of Gozo. We've been making this type of cheese here for thousands of years. Jbaina translates to small cheeselet, and it's made using a sheep's milk, which can be quite confronting at first, but actually it's quite a mild, very easy to eat cheese. No preservatives are added to this cheese. We use it to eat it fresh as it is. The cheese can also be preserved. We use this kind of cheese in our soups, in our stews, salads, in our pastas. It's an accompaniment to any meal on a Gozoton table. The salt harvesting on Gozo is so incredibly fascinating because it's something that's been happening for hundreds of years on this small stretch of coastline that we see here. What's fascinating is that it's so labour intensive and yet the process hasn't changed at all. It's like time stood still when it comes to salt harvesting, but the salt itself is so exceptionally good. The fact that nothing is added to it and that it isn't changed in any way. It's just the sun, the sea and the air, and then you have this magnificent pure product. There's nothing better than it. And this is why I do Taste of Gozo, because I'm so passionate about allowing visitors to our island to interact with these wonderful local people and their amazing craft.